Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, folks. George Bushcamp Jr. here, and this is Hate Watch. Gonna hate watch some shit. Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure out some kind of beginning eventually here. Yeah, in the meantime, watching my guy here surf on these golden bullets that I just got from some kind of pass that was part of the Fortnite crew. So that's pretty cool. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch, go ahead and find me over on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, why don't you head on over to Twitch and follow me there? Same name, George Bushcamp Jr. Boy. So today's episode of Hate Watch is Reacher, Season 3, Episodes 5 and 6. Mm. Oh boy. Show continues to embody what Hate Watch is all about, man. The show ain't bad, but man, has it got some dumb shit in it. All sorts of dumb shit. But it's alright. It's still good, man. It's good. Alright, so episode 5 starts off, man, like the bodyguard from the first episode that the DEA agents more or less kidnapped. He finally escapes and kills the dumb DEA agent, the young one. Alright. So that kind of throws a huge thing into it. In the meantime, Reacher finds out so they're not drug runners, they're gun runners. Ooh. I mean, I guess that's worse. I don't really know. I mean, that's another thing that doesn't really make sense. You don't really run guns into the U.S. It's far easier just to purchase the guns that are made in the U.S. than modify them to be fully automatic if you really want them. But, yeah, whatever. Yeah, usually you smuggle guns out of the U.S., but whatever. Again, that's why it's a hate watch. All right, so he's got to so Reacher's got to scramble to intercept this bodyguard before he gets back to Beck's house, and now it's Reacher. So he has them light a fire on a transformer, which cuts the power. All right, which puts the whole place into panic mode. Okay, so he basically uses that as his excuse to go out and intercept the bodyguard and kill that dude. Which we're going to talk a little bit about that at the end, man. You know, about Reacher and his killing people this time around. Goddamn. But all right. So then he gets back to the friggin' place, though, and basically like that Beck and Polly and the other dude, they're all like, "Hey, yeah, we got a big problem. You know, we were searching all of the staff, and we found out that French maid. Yeah, yep. She was a ATF agent." And he's kind of like, oh shit, didn't know that. Yep, searched her place, found a phone. She's been texting motherfuckers every 10 days, so we got like 6 days or some shit before they come looking for her. And like reach her, he's like, yeah, let me interrogate her. And there's like, yeah, she dead. And Reacher all like mad about that, like, hey, you should have let me interrogate a bitch. What the fuck, man? And Polly's like, ah, fuck you, bitch. Smacks the shit out of Reacher. All right, like legit, whoops his ass. Reacher's like, oh, fuck, that don't really usually happen. All right. In fact, it's to the point later on. Reacher, he's talking with the kid, and he's like, "Hey, big guys ain't usually that fast. All right, I ain't afraid of this Polly guy, but I ain't totally figured him out yet. You know? All right, fine. Okay, so the episode gets about to the ending there, and all right, so yeah, at the end of the episode, Beck goes and picks up Reacher and Polly, and he's like, "All right, well, we got some issues here because this ATF agent McCabe is gonna want to know about it, you know." So they are off to meet McCabe. Now, remember in the previous episode, the flashback, Reacher shot McCabe, then known as Quinn, in the head with a 22 at point blank range off a cliff, and McCabe like survived and has amnesia. So that's like, is he gonna remember him or not? That's the big cliffhanger. So we start the next episode entitled Smoke on the Water. All right. Well, it's pretty quickly figured out. Holy fuck. Well, shit to that. But it's pretty quickly figured out that, like, the McCabe guy does not remember Reacher quite clearly. So that's good. And immediately, McCabe actually seems to like Reacher, as it's pointed out. And he's, pretty. Seems to clearly dislike Beck. Alright, just a second here, folks. Did I? No. Alright. Yeah. Alright, anyways. So now McCabe is all like, oh shit, we got one ATF agent. We gotta figure out anybody who's been looking into my guys. So they go out and we see the first guy that Reacher called from his old unit. And was all like, hey. Yeah, well, yeah. Basically, it was McCabe's guy come in, they killed the first guy, the male. So that guy's dead. And then they show her attack the black lady that Reacher was talking to in the first two episodes. And of course, she whoops ass. Sorry about that, folks. So she whoops ass, style and flair. Okay. But yeah, then she got call up Reacher and be like, "Hey, what's up with this, man? People taking hits at me," and it's like, I think it's you. And Reacher's all like, "Oh shit, motherfucker, he knows about y'all then, huh?" So Reacher's got Beck, and he's taking him back, but he's got to stop and talk to Duffy. But of course, Duffy brings along the other guy, and Reacher's all like, "Hey, why is that guy here?" And, like I told you not to. And I was like, "What? What the fuck, man?" And then yeah, the kid's there, like, "Hey, ain't that just cop you killed?" Oh shit! Reacher's cover is blown with the kid. I mean, luckily, the kid, you know, at this point, it's been figured out. Like, the kid ain't exactly a willing participant there. Neither's the dad, really. So they're not super worried about the kid ratting him out. So Reacher takes him back to the thing. All right. And he's got time to, like, put the kid to bed. And then McCabe shows up and he's all like, all right, so yeah. Those two people that we tried to kill, they basically they were connected. There's one army unit, 110th investigators or whatever, and yeah, that's when Beck's like, oh shit, Reacher was in the 110th, and so they send Polly up to try and kill him. Of course, Reacher is already gone, and now his cover's totally blown. So again, this is that hate watch part. This is where the hate watch comes in. All right. So Reacher steals a truck with a plow. All right. And he bursts through the barn wall. And Paulie is right out there with the gun and he's shooting. And like Reacher instead like swerves around him and keeps going. I mean, I get it that he's shooting and all of that, so maybe that, but straight up, like, I don't know why Reacher didn't just like bam ram that dude with that plow truck. I mean, straight up, like, remember this dude's twice the size of Reacher, and Reacher's a fucking Sasquatch, like right there and there, bam, do it. But no, he doesn't. He just goes around him. And Reacher makes his way into town and escapes Polly, and Polly don't know where he is. So they go back and friggin' so they got Beck and the kid, and he's super pissed off because Beck hired both the ATF agent and Reacher. So now Beck and the kids are fucked. And basically, McCabe makes the kid play Russian roulette in the same fashion that his dad made Reacher do it in the first episode. It was like, I feel like they were trying to make it cooler than it really was. But yeah, it was basically to point out, hey, by the way, I'm the one who's actually in charge here. Which we also kind of find out, by the way, McCabe's going to get killed too if he don't deliver on this deal of whatever the hell he's doing. So there's that little focus there too. Like, All right. So, all right. So once that's established, we go back over to Reacher, who has reunited with Duffy, and she has gotten some info about this Teresa girl. Now, mind you, like I'm kind of with Reacher on this. Like, they find out one woman's an ATF agent, and she's dead in like 5 seconds. Like, instead, you're gonna be an informant. And Yeah, so the informant apparently is going to be sold off as a sex slave to the Russian mafia, is the plan for her. But still, like, God, seems like an awful lot to do for just to somebody just for being a confidential informant. Jesus Christ. I mean, maybe that lady does deserve to feel like a piece of shit. All right. But yeah, so they track her to the boat, to this boat, okay? And they go out there and they're looking over everything and they don't find her, but they find evidence that she was there. And then the body guy catches up with them. And I don't even really. I must not have been paying attention or something because he had a gun and then he didn't have a gun. And then the girl chased his ass down and just beat him down. Like, like, like beat his ass like she was a man. This again is like this is hate watch, man. This is what it's for. It's like okay, in a way I get it because like the dude is probably also looking at Reacher over there, who is definitely gonna step in and whoop his ass if he does whoop the 100-pound woman's ass. Who he definitely physically could, but he doesn't. I don't know. That's about the best I can come up with for why he doesn't. But still, like, so she stabs him through like the foot with a spear thing and sticks him on the dock. And like they pour a bunch of gasoline all over the place. They set the fucking place on fire. I think it might have been on fire before they stuck him to the dock or to the deck. But still, all right. And then they're just like, oh, we're gonna leave him here and let him burn to death. Which I am again like, um, man, that's a bit brutal. you know, I mean, he's just the body guy. He's not like, well, he kind of is. He tells the one story like, yeah, the guy begged me to shoot him in the head, so I let him drown. I mean, yeah. It seems like they go a lot out of their way to make these people, these characters, seem like giant pieces of shit to justify Reacher killing them in really brutal ways. Guarantee you that Polly guy is gonna get murdered in very, very brutal ways. Some brutal way. Reacher's gonna kill him. Or it'll be like that'll be the ironic twist and he'll be the one that survives it. I don't know. Like I never read the book, so I keep wondering which one is more realistic, all right? Is it like is Tom like I'm not talking about physically wise. Obviously Alan Richmond is much more book accurate physically wise. But I'm just wondering in the books is like is Reacher more like Tom Cruise's version who's just kind of a jerk, you know? But the kind of jerk who's really good at his job. Or is he like Alan Richmond's version who's like not so much a jerk but just sort of autistic? You know, like functional on the spectrum, not super good at empathy or feelings. I always wondered that. I probably could figure that out by reading a book, but fuck that. Oh, alrighty. I suppose it's almost time to actually move here. Oh boy, oh boy. So, and then of course that's the end of the episode. Oh. On earth. See what we got going here. Say, I think I like, yeah. I might as well do this while nobody appears. I think I have a thing. Grindable rails. Ah, holy, holy hippies. I'd like to get this. Bye. I'm surprised I didn't say nothing. I could have sworn there was a quest for grindable rails that I hadn't done yet. I gotta get way into here, so let's get a good distance before we stop. There we go. Uh, uh, Holy crap. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Alright. I'm okay. All right. Jesus. 13 to go. Oh, fuck, there it goes. All right. Well, at least I made it to 10th place. There we go. A little bit of a jump. All right, folks. I'll see you next time.